The more people that know about this, the more that we spread the message, the more it can be used, and hopefully the more cases that can be solved.
We recently told you this state lawmaker is reviewing why Texas police might not always be following a missing persons reporting law that she authored last legislative session. The law requires police to enter missing persons cases in a national public database, which can help find answers and closure. KXAN investigator Arzo Doe spoke with the families behind that law, who say 100% compliance is needed for this law to truly work.
My father is John Joseph Almendares. My dad was held in the county morgue and buried unidentified, where he was held for 12 years as we searched for him.
My son Joseph Fritz went missing and wasn't notified of the finding of his remains until 2 years later.
HB 1419 is finally passed.
When John and Joseph's law went into effect in 2021, Alice Almendares and David Fritz had big hopes. It was named after their loved ones, whose bodies were identified after they discovered the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, NamUs.
My dad was listed as an unidentified Hispanic male for so long. To know that people actually know his name now and his name will never be forgotten again means so much to me.
I am proud of it. I wish that there was more participation in it, but I do realize it takes time.
The law requires police across the state to enter cases into NamUs within 60 days of someone filing a missing persons report. And roughly the year after the law went into effect, NamUs says only 450 professional users, which include police, enter Texas cases. But DPS data we obtained during that same time frame shows nearly 6,500 missing persons cases were reported by Texas police to the National Crime Information Center, a tool only for law enforcement, and not cleared within 60 days when the law requires Texas police to submit cases to NamUs. That discrepancy may mean thousands of cases might never have been entered into NamUs by Texas police. The agencies with the most cases in that DPS data beyond 60 days: Houston, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth police departments, and the Bexar County Sheriff's Office.
What do you think when you hear the law named after your loved ones not being used like it should?
It's disappointing, but I do see a little progress. I think it's just going to take a little more time and awareness for law enforcement to really utilize it.
Once these law enforcement can see how it's helping and maybe spread the word, not hear it from us, but hear it from each other, like how many cases they've been able to solve by entering these people into NamUs, I think that's going to help tremendously. And this law is just a start.
Almendares and Fritz know NamUs made a difference in their cases.
If we don't figure it out, then I feel like our work is almost for nothing, because if it's not being used everywhere or all over Texas, and honestly in every state, then it's not doing what we push for.
They're now doing what they can to raise awareness by empowering families to enter their own cases instead of waiting for police.
Just the unknown torment, just having to go through that is really unexplainable. And if there's a more efficient and effective way, why not use it?
Arzo Doe, KXAN investigates.
As Representative Hull continues to review our findings, she says it is apparent that there are still gaps in reporting, but she believes that John and Joseph's law is making an impact as we see increased usage of NamUs in Texas. Right now, there is no penalty for not following the law. We've reached out to the agencies with the most cases in that DPS data beyond the 60-day time frame, and some say cases might not be entered for various reasons, or their criteria for missing persons might be different than the DPS data. A DPS spokesperson says NCIC and NamUs are different and distinct repositories for missing person information. The agency says it has oversight into submissions made to NCIC, but not NamUs. We've asked NamUs specifics about the data provided to us, but have not gotten a response back yet. We will update that and have more included detailed responses from the agencies in our reporting in this story online in the investigative section of KXAN.com.